Alright, you guys, good morning. Now that I've done my little morning routine, it is just after 6. It is 6:05. So I spent an hour doing a little bit of yoga, a little bit of journaling, made coffee, put a little makeup on as well, did my skincare routine. So that was kind of my morning routine today. So last year in April, I did this challenge where I challenged myself to waking up at 5 a.m. for a week. I knew that saying like indefinitely would be a little bit too ambitious. So saying like, I'm just gonna try it out for a week is realistic for me. And after I did it for that week, I think I continued to wake up around 5 or 5:30 for the next like few weeks after that, but of course kind of started to fade off of that. And I wanted to kind of try and push myself to get back into those habits again. I've talked about this a lot on my kind of like monthly reset videos where I want to be doing more meditation and I want to be doing more like yoga and stuff like that, but I just am not like making the time in my day for it. So I don't have a child right now. I don't have any like reason why I can't be doing this. And I think this is the perfect excuse to wake up early and take the time to do these little things that I've been saying that I want to do, but I just haven't been like making time for. I think I also really want to incorporate like reading a personal development, personal growth type of book during these morning hours. I have been saying that I want to read like one per month. I didn't do one in February, so I need to get caught up on that. So I'm gonna definitely be looking for a book today to start reading that tomorrow during my next morning routine. But this week I just wanted to take you guys through my morning routine every day. It might look a little different each day, see kind of what works best for me, and hopefully like motivate you guys to also become, you know, a morning bird, see what it's like waking up at 5 a.m. every day. I'll keep you guys posted on like how tired I get and how my energy is doing throughout this process. I do remember last time I did this, like the biggest thing that I learned if you want to be waking up at 5 a.m. every day, at least for me, is to make sure you're getting to bed on time. So I'm definitely going to be prioritizing like my bedtime routine, making sure that I'm getting to bed on time and all of that. Last night I think I went to bed at like 9, so I'm definitely going to be needing to go to bed between like 8:30 and 9 every night. I'm definitely the type of person that needs like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So doing all right so far. Have my coffee, and day one's usually pretty easy because you're not that tired yet. I also will say I don't think this is like a huge shift for me. Like I was waking up between like 6 and 7 every day, and then plus with the puppy, there's been a lot of days over the last couple of months where I've been waking up extra early to like take him out and do things like that. So my body is like a little bit used to early mornings already. But yeah, that's it. The sun is rising right now, so I'll show you guys that in just one second. But I'm just gonna check in with you guys every morning, show you guys my morning routine each day, see how it changes, check in with you on how I'm feeling tiredness wise, if I have any tips for waking up early and things like that. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video and maybe even do it along with me. Good morning, you guys. It is 5:15 on Tuesday. I'm not gonna lie, I went to bed a little bit too late last night for this. We had book club last night. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my little morning routine, and then we'll check in with how yesterday and this morning is going so far. All right, so it is now 6:12. So yeah, spent the last hour doing a little stretching, getting a little movement in, and then I did my journaling meditation. That's kind of been my little 5 a.m. routine these last couple days. I just wanted to check in with you guys, talk about how the first day went. So last night I definitely did not go to sleep early enough. I did have book club last night, so that's the main reason why I was at book club until like 9:15, got home at like 9:30. By the time I had like just kind of gotten settled, did my skincare routine and all of those things, I was in bed around 10 o'clock and pretty much went to sleep right away. But yeah, just didn't get like as much sleep as I would like to get. I'm definitely more of like a solid 8-hour kind of girl, so definitely need to be going to bed a little bit earlier for these 5 a.m. wake up calls. That said, it was a little tougher to get out of bed this morning, so definitely going to try to prioritize getting to bed early tonight, probably like 8:30 realistically. Other than that though, yesterday was fine. I felt like I had plenty of energy throughout the day. I will say one of the nicest things about like waking up early like this is just how much I feel like I can get done kind of in the mornings. Yesterday, I think it was like 8:30 or something, and I had already like posted on TikTok. I had already made breakfast, and I was sitting on the couch like doing a little bit of work, and it felt like it was literally like 10:30. So it's just nice to feel like you can like get so much done in the mornings and just set yourself up for a very successful day. Good morning, you guys. It is 5:16. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my morning routine. Let me tell you, it was a little tough to get out of bed this morning, but that is the hardest part with this challenge, to wake yourself up at 5 a.m., starting to get in the habit of being like a morning person. It's just getting in the habit of getting out of bed as soon as your alarm goes off and not like pressing snooze and laying in bed longer. So let's get started on my morning routine, and then we'll check in because I have some updates from yesterday. You guys, the sun just came up a couple minutes ago. We haven't had very many clouds, which is nice, but let's see if you can see the sunrise. Anyways, the sun is coming up. It is just about 6 o'clock, 5:54. I need to go put makeup on. I'm actually recording a different video today, so I need to go put makeup on, make my coffee, and we'll catch up while I'm doing all of that. Alright, gotta do my makeup today, my coffee. I just wanted to check in and chat while I do my makeup with you guys. So it is now Wednesday, day 3 of waking up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did end up taking a nap yesterday, which I was trying to get through this without taking a nap like during the day. But I will say too, like if I wasn't pregnant, I'd probably be having like an afternoon cup of coffee or something like that. And since I can't have an extra cup of coffee because I'm pregnant, and nap, I had to cut it. But then also I will say that I kind of felt like because I took a nap, I had a little bit of a harder time falling asleep last night than I would have liked. I went to bed earlier last night than I did Monday night. I was in bed by like 8:30 last night, but then I read for a little bit to kind of wind down, and then didn't end up probably falling asleep until like 9:30. But I do definitely think if this is something that you want to do perpetually, day over day, week over week, you really do have to just sort of, shift your lifestyle a little bit and make like small changes throughout your routine to make it doable, make it a reality. I think, like anything, the more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it becomes, the more it becomes a habit and just like part of your, daily routine. I just think this is a good practice for me to get into with the baby coming, because I think Chris and I are gonna do like night shifts sort of, which basically would entail like one of us being able to completely like sleep and relax for like a 7-hour period from, let's say, like 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then waking up at 2 a.m. and then working like the night shift from 2 a.m. until the morning, and the other person getting to sleep from like 2 a.m. until 9 a.m. basically. My sister-in-law and her husband, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, are doing that, and they said it's just really nice. They have a 2-month-old, so we're taking a lot of lessons from them, but so it's really nice because basically like when you're in your sleeping shift, you don't have to like worry about if the baby is stirring. Like I would be able to completely like disconnect, rest, knowing that like if the baby cries, like that's Chris's job during these hours, and then we switch. So we might do that, and realistically like I would probably end up taking, well, I don't know what I would do. We'll have to kind of play it by ear, but regardless, I think I'm gonna be waking up early with a little newborn, so might as well get used to going to bed a little early and waking up early and all of those things. But I will say the hardest part is just getting out of bed first thing in the morning and not hitting that snooze button, not trying to like fall back asleep. I do set like 2 alarms. So I have my 5 a.m. alarm, and then I have one that's at like 5:04 because I like to have like odd random times in there. And I've been getting up at the second one and then just coming in here, washing my face and stuff to like kind of wake up a little bit, and then heading downstairs and starting that little morning routine. But all that being said, that is the hardest part. Once you're up and moving around, and especially if you have coffee and stuff, you're fine. you get going. But it is important, I think, to like have something that you want to be doing. For me, I'm not about to get out of bed at 5 a.m. to go do an intense gym workout. Like that's just not me. I love going to the gym, but I'm an afternoon gym girly, so it's just not realistic for me to like try and force myself to do something that I like really don't want to do. And I also have just been loving how much more I feel like I'm accomplishing in my day. I feel like early in the day, granted you are going to sleep earlier, but I feel like I'm still kind of working until roughly like 5 o'clock anyway. So I just feel like I'm able to kind of like get an earlier start on editing, things like that, and just like ultimately sets me up for a more successful, more productive day in general. So yeah, I just am appreciating like being able to get so much more done in my day, and we'll see if I keep continuing to do this. Chris wants to do this for the whole month of March, and I'm honestly down for that. Like I said, I feel like I'm enjoying it so far, and the hardest part is literally just getting out of bed, especially because I'm not I don't know if like pregnancy is making it better or worse, but I would say it's hard if you have like social plans to continue to force yourself to get out of bed. Like I had book club on Monday, and obviously I'm not drinking, but like pre-pregnancy and post-pregnancy, like I will probably, you know, have a glass of wine or two at book club and stuff. And so if you have stuff like that that's like kind of going on and you're being social and drinking, like that makes it incredibly 100 times more difficult to get out of bed at 5 a.m. But it's also like a good reminder too of keeping your alcohol intake low, because you're you're like practicing these disciplinary exercises, and you know how much harder it would be to actually wake up if you were drinking. So I think those are all of my thoughts this morning. Sorry, I have a lot of thoughts. It is Wednesday. It's just about 6:30, and I'm just about done with my makeup. I'm gonna curl my hair because I'm recording a different video today, and then I need to edit, and not much is going on today. I think we're gonna do a Costco run. So my biggest things are like editing, recording, and trying to get ahead with all my YouTube videos and such right now. So I hope you guys are enjoying this little 5 a.m. for a week challenge, and let me know if it's like inspiring you to do this, to try and start waking up at 5 a.m. or whatever time would be best for you in your lifestyle. Alright, you guys, good morning. It is now 6:15. I'm gonna keep today's update short and sweet because tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow I'll do kind of a longer recap of the whole week, how I feel like it went, and lessons learned, things like that. But yeah, today's Thursday. I was so tired last night. I was like falling asleep on the couch at like 8, went to bed at 8:30 and was like trying to stay awake because the Warriors were playing last night at like 7 o'clock. So then the game went until like 9:30, but I was watching it in bed and I was like literally like, okay, we're winning, I'm gonna fall asleep. It was a little hard to get out of bed this morning, was feeling very tired. But again, as I've mentioned a couple times, like once I get out of bed, it's pretty easy, fine to get going on my day. So I think it's more of just like adjusting your body to this new schedule. So I have my coffee this morning and gonna go ahead and get started on my day. Today, I think I'm recording my video that I posted right before this one, which was deep cleaning the house, spring cleaning. So I think that's my plan today. I think I'm gonna do a little deep cleaning and record that and getting an early start on it. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Morning, you guys. It is 5. I'm gonna get going on my morning routine and then we'll catch up afterwards. Sun's just starting to rise, you guys. Let's take a look. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the sunrises lately have been a little lackluster with like no clouds or anything. But anyways, I'm gonna go make my coffee, do my journaling, and we'll catch up in a little bit. Alright, you guys, it is much later, as you can see. I'm just up here in my office and I wanted to just sit down real quick and chat about how last week went as far as waking up at 5 a.m. every day. So I have to start off by saying that, listen, it is not easy. I am not a morning person in general. I do not like waking up early if I don't have to. Even when I was like, you know, working a 9-to-5 job, there was a time when I was working like a 7 to 3 time frame job, and it was so hard for me to like be on and working at 7 a.m. I've just never been a morning person. So waking up at 5 and challenging myself to do this is definitely hard for me. It's not easy. I do though feel like I can get so much more done throughout my day. I don't know why, because I'm still awake for like the same total amount of hours throughout the day because I'm going to bed a little bit earlier, but I do just feel like I can get so much more done in the mornings, and I'm actually being able to take time for myself to do things like yoga, which I've been wanting to do for the last several months. Like I've been wanting to take time to stretch, I've been wanting to take time to meditate and journal, and I just like haven't been prioritizing those things. And over this last week I've been doing it every single morning, and I feel like I started to actually finally turn a corner, get out of the rut that I've been in a little bit, like feeling so much more positive and excited about my YouTube channel and about my pregnancy and just like potential for myself going forward and like how much I have to look forward to. Of course, that doesn't mean like waking up at 5 a.m. is the only way that I could have possibly achieved this, but I think that it really just forced me to like get outside of my comfort zone for a little bit and try something new and actually like make the time to do the things that I know I needed to do in order to feel better. I do think that if I continue to do this, like it could be truly life-changing, right? Like I'm taking the time to make time for myself and do the things that I need to do to be the best version of myself. I got extra hours of editing in the morning, and like this morning is a perfect example. Like I just felt like I got so much more done by like 9 a.m. I did my yoga, my journaling, some meditation. I edited for like an hour and a half, and I was like done with all this stuff by like 9 o'clock. And it's just, I just like feel so much more accomplished, and I do feel like it could potentially be like very life-changing if I continue to do this. I will say the hardest part is getting out of bed in the morning. You have to, at least for me, like some people don't need as much sleep, I guess, to function, but like I also am only allowed to drink 1 cup of coffee, and I think if I was able to drink more coffee, this would also be a little bit easier. For me, like I have to adjust my schedule. I have to be like in bed by like 8 or 8:30, asleep, like literally asleep by like 9 o'clock if I want to wake up at 5. Like otherwise it's just, I'm so exhausted the whole next day. So I guess that would be like my main takeaway is if you really do want to do something profound and challenge yourself to something out of your comfort zone, try and push yourself to be the best version of yourself, give it a shot, especially if you're not a morning person. Wake up at 5 a.m. and do the things that you don't make time for during your normal work day. Make sure you're, you know, going to bed early and all of those things as well to set yourself up for success. But I think that like this really can have such a positive impact on your life. I think I'm gonna try and keep doing it. We'll see. Probably not like on the weekends, but Chris and I were talking about just giving it a shot for the whole month of March. This was like the first like full week of March, so we missed a couple days at the beginning, but I think we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot for the rest of the month. I don't know if it's gonna be like 5 a.m. or maybe like 5:30, but we'll see. We'll see how it pans out, because again, before I was waking up at like 6:45 or 7, and I think even if I give myself an extra hour and wake up at like 6 o'clock or 5:30, I'm still gonna have so much more time to like do these things that I want to do every morning. So anyways, those are my thoughts on it. I think it's worth it if you're looking to like get out of a rut like how I was, if you're looking to kind of make a change, make a shift. Like if you want something to change in your life, you have to change something, and I feel like I took initiative and I did that. So I want to keep continuing to push myself to be the best version of myself and see where this takes me. But that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed going through this with me, doing this challenge with me, and let me know if you are giving it a shot as well. It is, like I said, very challenging to get out of bed if you are not a morning person. Make sure you're doing something fun in the mornings that you're like looking forward to. I like doing my stretching, I like doing my journaling, and kind of having that slow, peaceful morning, so it makes it a little bit easier if it's going for a walk outside or playing with your dog or something. I don't know. Just make sure the kind of first few things you do getting out of bed are fun. But yeah, that was my challenge. It was successful. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I stuck with it every day. It was hard to get out of bed every morning, but we did it. It was Friday, so like I said, I'm gonna try and keep doing this the rest of the month, and let me know if you guys give it a shot. If you enjoyed watching this, 5 a.m. challenge, let me know down in the comments, and I will catch up with you guys next time.